Yeah, very good moments, very good. Couple of individual performances, of course. 75 minutes we controlled the game nearly perfect. But then with a really not high number of possession, Gidons did obviously a lot of good stuff, so it was then really tricky. With Gallagher, but to be honest, these games are there that the boys can show how good they are. Obviously, and for a goal, it's quite difficult in a game like this. But then being there in the having not a lot to do over the whole game, and then having these kind of saves, that's absolutely brilliant. So happy about that as well. Could have done better, of course, in that period. There's no doubt about that. But before that, we controlled the game. We started well as a team, but then we got a bit stiff. So because the score, early goal would have helped, I would say. Had to force the goal, then obviously Millie saw the player. The team was tonight a team with a little bit lack of rhythm and lack of experience. And the most experienced and the player with the most rhythm was the best player on the pitch. So Millie, that wasn't pretty obvious. But it's so important that we still do these games, then that we have it, that we are brave enough to use the boys, because we were not here because with this lineup because we don't respect the boys. The competition, we were here to win the game, no other reason, and we don't fly to London and do all that stuff and then say goodbye. So I'm really happy that we went through. That's cool, and that the boys felt adults football as well. That's really important. Very physical situations for the offensive players, especially because of not overly hard but hard challenges. And still, they could show in moments how good they are. So a big step for them. I'm really happy about that, and all good.
Just on this one, if I could ask you a little bit more about him. An amazing appetite,
Yeah,
the way he plays.
absolutely. This man is on fire. Yeah, that's how it is. That's good. Helps a lot. That's the real role model for young players. So, like being if he would play every day, Millie would be like this every day. So that's how it is, and no, absolutely brilliant. How I said, very 16 years old still, and this kind of footballer is good. It's really good for us. Brilliant boy, takes the situation really well. Wants to learn. Tonight, really. He will always be a special player for moments, but his overall performance, when you see him defending, you see how smart his movements are so smart. It's not easy to outplay him, stuff like that. So that's really good, and his left foot is not too bad. So a bit unlucky, otherwise he would have scored. But it's good player. So they are all good. We don't have bad young players, to be honest. They are all really skilled. But that's why it's so important that we can give them these matches, and we will try to continue like this. We will see. Yeah.
The second goal.
It was. Look, this is on the moment. Ki-Jana, how it is. I didn't play with 18 years when I was 18 years old and on a similar stage, so it was quite impressive. The atmosphere was good. It's a big stadium. Really nice stadium, by the way. I wish other clubs in London would have had similar dressing rooms. But he had the first half was very, very defensive orientated, stuff like that. And I'm not sure if it was very often in the box, but when it was needed in the other box, and it was there. Wonderful goal, wonderful cross, wonderful goal. Absolutely good. Reason to decide that now. So because in the moment he can play for sure both, but the fullback is a little bit better for him in the moment. We have to see how he develops physically. The center is a very demanding position. You have to be physically 100% ready. Usually has the speed, he has the passing quality to do so. Crossing can be improved, but a lot of skills which are necessary or useful on the fullback position. Speed. But that has to be, all the things have to be more natural. So like this desire to go in the right direction, open up when you control a pass already that you see the pitch. There are so many things to improve for the boys, but it's not. You say, well, 17 years old, and then if they couldn't improve anymore, that would be really strange. And they have the most time, and hopefully we use that together with them.
How good is this generation?
So we don't have to make them now big quicker, bigger than necessary. That's how it is. So they're all good, but there's no reason to say now the other one is not in the same on the same level in this moment that is not there in a year or so. No reason. They all have the right environment. We will improve that environment as well. So we will bring in more manpower there that we can really take care for these boys with more and all that stuff. So that's really important. We believe in them, but they have to make the next step. You saw it tonight. It says, I told them after the game, the last 10 minutes, then maybe didn't feel that well, and these boys are naturally fit. But you saw was not the game anymore, so they lost it, and that's not okay. And then you see Millie, who's running around. That's then what you have to feel it on the pitch. That's why it's so important. You can't, whatever I tell them, is not the same when if they feel it on the pitch. So.
Final one, guys. Okay. What did you make of the way?
Yeah, so they changed a lot during the game, before the game already. Played 5-4-1, I think, the last couple of games in the league. Changed that system for us tonight. They changed it during the game again. And then they had a lot of chances in the end. So that's all good. Very physically strong, smart strikers, I would say. They use their body really well. With a bit more speed from us in passing and stuff, I think they would have had more problems. We had good situations in 1-1 when we went through 1-1-0 Millie first half in the Curtis in the box. Yeah, open if we are a bit more clear in this situation, then we can score earlier. But that's how it is. They did what they could, and I think the whole project looks really nice. I hope the rest of the club is as good as the team and the stadium, and there's really a positive future there, I would say, because it was good fun tonight coming here. Supporters were on the side of their team, but not overly against us, I would say. So it was just they enjoyed the night, and because we controlled the game so much, it became only really exciting for them probably in the last 10 minutes. But that must be exciting enough for tonight. So we go in the next round, and yeah, it was nice and get on.
Yeah, what did you make it on?
Well, we don't have to say that now too quick. But we have obviously look good in moments, look really good moments, but has to adapt to the position again. You see that with dogs as well. It's like naturally you have to move. You move much more and stuff like this. You find each other much more, stuff like that. But that's how it is. He was now out for a while. Yeah, but in moments you saw what an incredible player he is. So that's how it is and how important it will be for us. But we don't have to rush it now, hopefully. But we hope we can use him for now. That's good for us. But there's a long season to go, and everything will be fine.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
See you.